Cowboys in the 90s. The Patriots did it twice in the last 20 years, two separate iterations. And now this team, there is no question. These Kansas City Chiefs are a dynasty worthy of being compared to all of them.
Yeah, this is the 20s belong to them, the roaring 20s of the Chiefs, and no one's going to get one of them anytime soon. This is probably, last year was the weakest team they had in a long time, won a Super Bowl. This team is weaker than that, won a Super Bowl. They moved on from Tyreek Hill in part because they had to choose between him or Chris Jones, and it seems like even though Tyreek Hill is playing well or great in Miami, it seems like they made the right choice because Chris Jones was a difference maker and always is.
Look, there are so many reasons why they won and so much credit that goes around, but clearly the majority of it is going to go to Patrick Mahomes. It's his third championship. It's his third Super Bowl MVP. He is now tracking towards being one of the great players we've ever seen in any sport in American history. Danny, you have tape.
Put the ball in his hands and go win the football game. And really, the difference in the two teams is how one defense handled the motion, one didn't. So this is Kansas City in motion a little bit in the second half. So they motion Kelsey over, okay?
Demolition.
He's just trying to get a matchup on the linebacker. Linebacker stays inside.
Defend the objective.
Kelsey sets him, runs away, but pay attention to that corner. Tony Ward's got vision on him because what you're going to see, ball comes out and he squats, okay? The punt, fumble, the muff, they get the ball. The very first play, they get that little similar motion by Kelsey. Pay attention, they're going to switch release. MVS is going to go up the seam from the outside. Kelsey's going to go outside. Both guys are going to follow the back that goes horizontally. Pay attention as a coaching staff. MVS will cover all those guys that are left there. By San Francisco's defense, first and 10.
Neutralized.
Here we go, this motion again. Justin Watson goes over. Look at all these moving parts by San Francisco's defense. The miscommunication. Guys are left with nothing. Easy check down to Noah Gray getting 13 yards. Strictly because the lack of communication by San Francisco's defense. We get motion again, third down. Look at all the moving parts by guys. Switching. Logan Ryan and Burks and safety dropping down. And they take Watson, they push him vertical. Look at nobody is covering Travis Kelsey because of that lack of communication and plan for how they were going to handle pressure. That's the story of the game for this offense. That and Patrick's checks at the line of scrimmage was brilliant by Kansas City. They motioned to or with Travis Kelsey, I think like 87% of the time in the second half. That's the difference of the game. Those really backup players for San Francisco struggled to cover it.
And Mahomes again joins Steve Young, the only quarterbacks ever to lead in a Super Bowl. 399 total yards.
I just want to say that I love the tape and I love it. It's all factual, right? But let's be real. When it all mattered, there was one dude on the field that separated himself, and that was Patrick Mahomes. Fourth down, 4th and 1, call his own number, go get it. Third down, call my own number, go get it. Need a pass, they put right one money, go get it. Like, all the design, all the scheme, all the whatever, right? You hear us say all the time, it's players over plays. When it comes to that, that's the player. Like, there is no willed his team to win on the final drive of the fourth quarter through overtime. He played after play after play. It's not about scheme. It's about how he executes. Listen, San Fran gave him what, 25? I mean, like San Francisco's defense, they struggle some, yeah, but they played pretty freaking good. Yeah. Like they gave you a fighting chance. The problem is when that dude is stop, man.
You made a good comparison this morning about what era we may be living in right now.
No doubt.
We're like,
Talking.
Spy plane standing by.
Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, the Lamar Jackson. They're all fucking going up against the greatest of this era right there. The scary thing is, like we talked about, like this is supposed to be the most vulnerable team. Okay, but they come out here, they go on the road, they both look at they go on the road, Lamar Jackson. But the quarterback that's only 28 years old.
So let's fast back to
He's that though, their Super Bowl wins, they're minus 13 in first quarter, plus 30 in the fourth quarter overtime.
There have been 7 double-digit comebacks in Super Bowl history. All by himself. That last drive, or the last 2, the one
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
One of the overtime. You're talking about moments, right? Michael Jordan had moments. What's not moments you'll never forget. Those 2 drives are the top of legend for the rest of time.
Yeah, it was incredible. And part of it was amazing, as we all do. why the second half is the way it is to the point that Dan was making. Patrick has more control on the offense. You've already showed everything that you got in the game. We get to the fourth quarter overtime. I know all of these guys, but in my computer, bring it up, I'm changing the play to beat Dan. That's part of the reason we have a quarterback that's talented and also added this to his game. So he comes in the league, his big numbers guy, big plays. He's added his style to his game that's really made him special, where he seems like he's always in control.
And Tom, think about it in this regard. He has changed the style of play.
We're in the last remaining seconds.
Push. Super Bowl 20 years ago had never been done type of stuff. And now it's just like, hold on. You're dead on. Like, you have to create scheme all of it because it shows up and emotions matter.
Absolutely.
But I remember the 4th and 1 when they were the little zone read and eventually we were, going like, I don't know. And Lewis was like, just put the ball in Patrick's hand.
That's it.
And that's exactly what
That's exactly right. It's a completely. I said it this one word.
You performed as expected, Colonel. Prepare to redeploy.
It's like all he's doing is
Here's KIA.
Like he's so it's like everything is slow, nothing is rushed. The right move when it matters.
That's a kill.
Switching sides.
San Francisco side last night, I do not think reflect particularly well on them. We're going to get to that. Let's go. So much more on Kansas City's comeback. What does it mean for Mahomes? What does it mean for his quest to catch Tom Brady?
Destroy the objective.
All the rest of that, we'll dive into it. And then you're going to hear some of the
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
last night. The big decision that Kyle Shanahan made. He knew what he was doing. Seems a lot of his players did not.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Savings on my husband's blood pressure accounts. And savings on my daughter's allergy pills. Prescription savings for the whole family. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Hostile counter spy plane established above.
We'll return it for free. It's like body odor never even happens. We're going to be exceptionally safe to install as good as humanly possible.
I wish to transfer my fortune out of my country. In return for your help, I will pay you $1 million.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
And there are some things you can. With enhanced security and faster printing, you can always trust the HP Office Jet Pro from America's most trusted printer brand.
Hostile trophy neutralized. Attack on. Got a spy plane. Station above.
A potato. Bacon snack. New smashed potato bowl is just $3.49. Only at KFC.
Military age male neutralized.
She runs the place like a tornado. It's number twos. I love it.
It's a brand new dog all in less than a year.
When people switch their dog's food from kibble to the farmer's dog, they often say that it feels like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's simply fresh meat and vegetables with all the nutrients dogs need, instead of dried pellets. That helps your dogs, delivered in packs portioned for your dog. It's amazing what real food can do.
There's one thing that never changes.
George,
The anticipation.
George,
Touchdown placed.
Back on Get Up with Super Sunday.
The mission clock is expiring.
Jeff, most impressive to you from last night's Super Bowl 58.
Fourth and Super Bowls on the line. Patrick Mahomes, zone read. Here's my favorite part. We talked about drops all season. Don't give somebody else a chance to screw it up. Hold it down, carry that thing, go make it happen. And guess who won't mess it up? That is. Point calls his own number, continues to drive, they win the game. Most impressive player.
And the season to go. T1, biggest disappointment.
I still think, man, CMC.
Remember this defeat. Let it inspire our next victory.
Look at watching it particularly early. There was a moment in time the 49ers were controlling the line of scrimmage. I think the 49ers could have utilized CMC more during that period, and maybe they could have jumped out against his third man.
Switching
And
sides.
his biggest moment last night.
Well, I know that Jeff said don't ever throw it to nobody, but at some point you're going to have to trust someone. And I think this game-winning touchdown is the thing that we're going to remember. Because a lot of people were on a different team earlier this season. I don't know, maybe the Jets.
Guard the objective.
Open in the perfect moment and Patrick Mahomes gets him.
What's the play call?
Corn dog.
Corn dog, baby. Corn
I
dog.
always thought a guy that was playing for the Jets would be
If you had told me on September 1st, Mahomes would have touchdown in the Super Bowl, I would have been really excited about it. Obviously, it didn't go the way we want. Now, I want to make sure that we set this thing up properly for everybody because, you know, the game ends late last night.
Bomb online.
Our staff is working on cutting them so you'll hear the sound bites. I'm actually being told right now by our producers that we
Bomb
have it.
deactivated.
So let me set it up for you here. Last night was the first game in NFL history with the new playoff overtime rules. It was the first game that has ever been played in pro football where a team could score a touchdown on the opening drive of overtime and the game not be over. How should
Enemy
they do
deleted.
that? And you'll hear
Semtex going out.
and you think the Chiefs obviously do that. Many of the 49er players apparently
Enable strike incoming.
Authorize the spy plane launch.
But I guess that's not the case.
Expected much more.
What are y'all doing?
For the record,
Overshare. Don't overshare. Don't ever overshare in life.
we talked about it all year. We talked about it in
Good
training
shoot.
camp about how the rules were different
Semtex
in
going
regular
out.
season versus the playoffs. Every week of the playoffs, we talked about the overtime rule. Bruce Jones actually said we knew what our game plan was, and we won the coin toss whether we wanted to defer or not. We knew what our plan was from there. He said that if they had given up a touchdown, the Chiefs were prepared to go for two.
Yeah.
So the players were extremely prepared in the circumstances. And you start thinking to yourself, does it impact the way it goes? If the 49er offensive players are playing with the mindset a touchdown wins the game, ends the game, and a field goal does not, I guess that could on some level impact what they're
It was
doing.
minor, but I mean, it would have been really sad if they did score a touchdown and then they said, "Oh
They're
no,
celebrating.
put your helmet back on."
They're celebrating. They're all running around. Helmets, and that's going to look really bad.
Hard to do.
What do you have to say?
No, it reflects my opinion, reflects poorly on Kyle Shanahan because we all know that the game of football is so situational, right? Like, and for you to openly admit that we had no idea about the new playoff format, you know, like this whole thing has been implemented for 2 seasons. And those guys had no idea.
Yeah, this was the first game that it applied. It is probably worth adding to the conversation that there had only been one overtime in Super Bowl history before, and Kyle Shanahan coached in that game. So Kyle Shanahan is aware that the game can go to overtime. He was in one, the one they lost to Brady. The rules were different then. The Patriots got the ball, they went down and scored, and the game was over. That would not have been the case last night. As for the decision to take the ball in the first place, that's a topic last night. You'll hear Shanahan addressing his thinking on that here.
That's just something we talked about with, none of us have a ton of experience of it, but we went through all the analytics and talked to those guys, and we just had to be better. We wanted the ball to both teams smashed and scored. We wanted to be the ones who had the chance to go win, and we got that field goal, so we knew we had to hold them to at least to a field goal, and if we did, then we thought it was in our hands after that.
What do we think?
Yeah, it just seems to me that he's skipping the first step. It's like to get to third, you got to get past first and second. And I would think if what he's essentially saying that, which I agree with, that they want control, and it's just terminology too. You want control of the game, and you have more control of the game when you get the ball second, so that you know they kick the field goal. And they did get the Chiefs to a fourth down. They would have punted. If the Chiefs got the ball, they would have punted on maybe 4th and 1. They might have gone for it, but they could have punted. Then in that situation, there's no thought process.
Well, and to be clear, even if they would have gone for it in that 4th and 1, when you know every single drive or every single sequence of downs is 4-down territory and there is no option of that, it will change the way you call your offense.
100%. I think it changes the way that Kansas City goes about their drive, knowing that we are a, success for going San Francisco on their drive. Maybe they would have ran the ball on 3rd down or not thrown it or something like that, knowing it had to be 4-down territory, and that's the control aspect.
I also like by giving them the ball first, I like that you can end the game no matter what. Because even if the Chiefs go down and score, they're going to get an extra point. Now, you have an opportunity to then say, you know what? I don't want to mess with Patrick Mahomes again. I think I have a chance to gain 3 yards right here. Let me do that. So it was
the Chiefs' plan that it happened to them.
I'm not sure how it breaks down as far as probability, but it seems like he gave the Chiefs a slight edge right there.
But this is why I love college. I think it's what I'm the more I
Semtex going out.
It's a mistake, okay? First of all, Patrick had just gone down the field to head the football. He didn't stop him. He ran out of time. Okay? Second of all, you have to know who you're going against. If he had me going against me, then sure, Kid Phil, you're about to win the game. But you're going against a killer. You're going against a guy that you don't want to give any opportunity, let alone 4.
It's also easily forgotten because so many things happened in the second half and overtime of that game. But Kyle Shanahan, I think there's a lot to question about the way he did, or more to the point, did not use his timeouts at the end of the first half. Also, he easily could have manufactured a situation, Dan, you're doing the game where he uses his timeouts late in the first half.
Defend the objective.
You're talking about
HVA mission clock is dry.
It was only Reed. He didn't call a timeout until there were 20 seconds left. He could have used his timeout something in the neighborhood of a minute to try and go down and score at the end.
Timeouts, I'm surprised they weren't more aggressive when they actually got the football. Brock had been playing so well and they were hot. So I think what just happened is when you talk about the decision for take the ball first, and then when you talk about the players that are talking in reference to
Well executed, HVA. Continue on mission.
They're real veterans.
Yeah.
The veterans, the whole team knowing they're
Kill.
not be prepared for that situation. Again, that's a mistake.
Yeah, we just got those together. It's a great job by our staff. Again, we're ready to go here on the air. Towards the bottom of the hour.
Switching sides.
On these decision comeback, Mahomes, a masterpiece. What does it mean for?
Indeed. Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description.
Destroys the objective.
Visit Indeed.com/hire.
The will states that Mr. Marbles will receive everything he needs in perpetuity thanks to auto ship function. And gets his what?
Reporting ahead. set. Bomb active.
Authorize the spy plane launch.
Spy plane established over
No, your day, mate.
What's your name, man?
Charges diffused. Napalm strike sending back. Bomb planted. Hold your positions.
Painting napalm strike location.
Your proximity mine has been destroyed. Hostile spy plane established overhead. Mop up the survivors and come home.
All objectives complete.
Tango down.
All right, bottom of the hour here on Get Up. Dan will have a touch screen for you in just a moment, but here's today's question. So the Packers had the first three-peat in pro football history, which team has.
I refuse. This is a nonsense question. I don't believe in any history pre-segregation or pre-integration. That don't count. I don't count.
In fact, can I hold on one second? I'm gonna, if I may just hear very quickly.
Oh.
We got the challenge flag.
Yes, sir.
I'm challenging this. This is much too cute, okay? The answer is the Cleveland Browns. They won, but 4 of the 5 that they won were not in the NFL. It was the old AAFC, which is why he called it pro football history. You know that if you spent your whole childhood reading books about sports like I did and Hemo did. So that is a terrible question. Terrible.
I got the answer, Greg. I think it's the Cleveland Browns.
That's correct. I'm telling you, don't get on it. Go ahead. I think my challenge has been upheld. I definitely do not lose a timeout on that one. Okay, let's get to what everyone has been waiting for all morning long, and that is Dan, fresh off the red eye from Las Vegas with a touchscreen on the great Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it's going to be about the game-winning drive. 2 runs and a pass. And what you're going to see is them stressing defense's eyes. This is going to be that 4th and 1. Now, what they're going to do is line up in the bunch 4 strong. What is 4 strong? I've talked about it all week. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 other when it comes to football. Now, here's the thing that matters. When they go all into the belly of the back, okay, and they flow that way, they're banking on this defensive end. It's 4th and 1. Nick Bosa, we know that you were going to crash down. You've been doing it all game, okay? So they're banking on that happening, not blocking him. Now this turns into really a triple option for Patrick Mahomes. As that happens, you have Travis Kelce going to the flat. Hey, if he wins to the flat right now, Patrick dump it off. And then you have Rashee Rice coming into this little vacated area right here. If he's open, dump it off. But at the end of the day, it's 4th and 1. I don't care if they're wide open. If no one is accounting for you, do not throw the football. Because Rashee Rice is wide open. You can make a case for the football, and Logan Ryan covers Kelce, but no one is accounting for Patrick Mahomes. See, Nick Bosa right here came down flat to the line of scrimmage. Okay, 4th and 1, huge conversion. It's really a version of a triple option modern day for Patrick Mahomes. Now let's go to the 3rd and 1. Couple things that stand out here that matter. When you have your wide receiver right here in the 3rd position, Rashee Rice.
Demolition.
Linebacker off and inside.
Destroy the objective.
Not man, okay? Now when San Francisco plays the zone coverage, we call it match coverage. What happens is when people come towards your area, it turns into a version of man. So what happens when this linebacker, he's going to push that way.
In the middle.
Travis Kelce is going to go cover. So that linebacker is going Patrick Mahomes. In the first quarter, as Rashee Rice
Bomb online.
has a vision on him. So Patrick knows there is nobody left in the middle of the field. He does not have
hostile.
No hesitation. Take all, 31, first down. Fantastic reaction. Now it's going to be one of the than last year, okay? We're going to see it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We talked about it for 2 weeks. We'll get on. But when everyone is paying attention,
Hostile down.
Hold your positions.
In the middle, coming through pillars. On the street. You could have
Don't get cocky. We need to repeat that performance. Switching sides.
A couple of different moments, or a couple of different graphics here to illustrate the story. We showed you this last week. It has to join the chat. What is the first thing you notice about this screen?
Hold the objective. We've pulled ahead.
proximity mine placed.
Proximity mine has been destroyed.
She's down.
Spy plane standing by. Spy plane establishing perimeter Angel 6.
So when we talk about the historical greatness, part of that
halfway set.
but what I think is very interesting is the best one ever done. 20 years old and done this. No one has ever done it.
Spy plane is low on fuel. Returning to base.
Alright. They're dead.
Bomb active.
Contact. His career already started to modify his game. And it's like intelligence that
Fucking balls, bro.
Enemy harp established above.
maturation that felt like added advantage to like an insult. I'd like to remove that majority
Semtex going out. Cannon identified. Threat neutralized. Arming proximity mine.
Your proximity mine has been destroyed.
They downstairs from me. Emo. Two of them downstairs.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Behind us. Courtyard. On the line. One there. He right here, bro. Turn around. Oh. That motherfucker got me, bro.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Confirming feet. Female enemy neutralized.
Standing by. Strike awaiting orders.
Last night, I see some of the checks that Patrick made at the line of scrimmage. That's what I'm talking about.
Money room.
San Francisco has 8 guys up in the line of scrimmage. Why would that? He's anticipating.
Guys against us. Bring us home.
Money room, too. Money room. Money room, too. Semtex.
Mission area secured. You
Wow.
made JSOC proud.
No fuss.
That outcome was never in doubt. She's done.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I think through the course of this game and through the course of this season, when you're this good and you know you're playing for championships, he's waiting for moments and he's waiting for situations. He's watching what they do. He's like, all right, through the first 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters, you've shown me everything on your play sheet, Steve Wilkes. And all right, I see it again. All right, and they've talked about it at halftime. They talked about it. All right, they give us this again. Check you to that, and he has that control.
And give credit to his defense. I was just doing the math as you were pointing it out. In their 4 playoff wins this year, his defense gave up an average of 15.7 special Super Bowl of pancakes this morning. Chef has it ready. Danny brought the syrup from Vegas. We're handing them out. Let's go. Yeah, get it. Let's go. Don, you're dead on.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
Miss Squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. My friend telling me what squaring was.
That's rich. No matter what you call it, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3. I love shopping the real.
Luxury brands plus 70% off retail.
Thousands of new arrivals daily.
The Real Real. Shop now and get 20% off at therealreal.com. Terms apply.
Did you know that only 1 in 10 Americans can see
Duma.
vegetables? AG1 fills nutritional gaps that promotes gut health with essential vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, Duma.
Supporting your health doesn't need to be complicated. Try AG1 today. Did you know you can save with GoodRx even if you have insurance?
I'm on Medicare. I check GoodRx because it can be my copay. Not like that.
Even if you have insurance, GoodRx can help you save. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Demolition. Protect the objectives.
Duma.
Throwing Semtex.
Coming on A.
There's something for everyone with a $7 meal deal at DQ. Taste good.
Incoming lethal.
Let's go get.
The bomb has been planted.
I got you, mate.
Bomb offline. Charges set.
Have eyes on trophy system.
I ain't going out till it's up. Semtex going out. Down.
Lifeline available for tasking. Right plane above. Let's capture your objective.
Hostile trophy system identified.
50%.
checked. I'm in proximity, mate.
Enemy harp established above. Hostile strafe run inbound.
Enemy trophy system down.
Давайте же. We're almost out of time. You performed as expected, Crew. Prepare to redeploy. Switching rally points. Liquidate all objectives. We've taken the lead. Bomb active.
Ceasefire. Friendly target in place.
Bomb deactivated. We're in the last remaining seconds. Push.
Heads down. Sniper. Move up. Sniper's down.
Pipeline available for tasking.
Take comfort, comrade. We'll beat them next time. Switching Mission clock extended. Defend the objectives.
Authorize the spy plane launch.
Napalm strike awaiting orders.
TACOM, Stone authorizing napalm strike.
Stone approaching drop zone. Stabilize.
Spy plane established overhead. Charges defused. Charges set.
Semtex going out.
Strafe run incoming on your location.
Confirming 2. Semtex going out.
Mission terminated. All squads retreat.
TACOM, get us out of here.